about settings in the Zoom app, followed by security concerns related to the use of Zoom for conducting online meetings. In the Zoom app, click on your display name at the top right corner. You can go through the options one by one to make required changes, like your basic profile information is displayed, settings, you can change your status to available, away, do not disturb, you can change your profile picture, you can try top features and access help. You will be redirected to the web portal for this. Check for updates, switch to portrait view, switch account, sign out, or buy a paid subscription. Now click on settings. A new window is opened. On the left hand side, go through the various categories one by one to select the features as per your own requirement. Click on General. As you can see, few features have already been selected. Check or uncheck as per your own requirement. Dual monitors are used when you have a dual monitor setup, wherein you can see the list of participant on one monitor and you can share your content on another monitor. Click on video, make the required changes. Click on audio, again make the required changes. Click on share screen. You can check or uncheck the requirements, the settings. Click on chat, again make the required changes, the chat settings, the unread messages, the push notifications and receive notifications. Click on virtual background. You can select a virtual background which will be displayed if you choose to turn off your video. Click on recording, make the required changes. Click on profile. You can edit your profile. You can upgrade to pro or view advanced features and you will be redirected to the web portal. Click on statistics. Click on keyboard shortcuts. You can set the keyboard shortcuts for different operations or meeting controls that are used when you are conducting a meeting. Click on accessibility. Like here, the checkbox for always show meeting controls is checked. So the meeting controls will always be visible whenever a meeting is on. So this is how you can make changes to the settings as per your own requirement. You can read more on how to use Zoom at the Zoom website zoom.us. So at zoom.us, click on support. You are redirected to Zoom Help Center and you can read more on how to use Zoom. Now close the browser and go back to the Zoom app. When you are done using the Zoom app, click on your display name at the top right corner. Click on sign out and sign out of the Zoom app. Now let us discuss the security concerns related to the use of Zoom for online meetings. There have been numerous reports regarding privacy and security issues with Zoom. There also have been reports of Zoom seriously taking this matter and building more robust security features into the system in near future. However, there are few security measures that you as a user can undertake to keep your privacy and data safe. The Cyber Coordination Center, Government of India, has issued an advisory regarding the use of Zoom. The PDF file is available at its website, cycord.government.in. Open the internet browser, go to cycord.government.in, click on Knowledge Repository, click on Training and Awareness, download the PDF file for comprehensive advisory on Zoom meetings. Open the PDF file. The advisory discuss about a comprehensive graphical configuration setting for secure use of the platform. Broad objective of disabling these settings is to prevent unauthorized entry in the conference room, prevent an authorized participant to carry out malicious activities on the terminals of others in the conference, avoid DOS attack by restricting users through passwords and access grant. Objective of security configurations: setting new user ID and password for each meeting, enabling waiting room, so that every user can enter only when host conducting meeting admits him. Disabling join before host, allowing screen sharing by host only. Disabling allow removed participants to rejoin. Restricting in disabling the file transfer option if not required. Locking meeting once all attendees have joined. Restricting the recording feature to end the meeting and not just leave if you are administrator. So go through all the pages of this file one by one to understand in detail how these settings can be made in the Zoom app while scheduling and hosting a meeting. Now let us quickly see the security settings that can be enabled while scheduling and hosting a meeting. Open the Zoom app, start a new meeting. An instant new meeting can be started by clicking on the new meeting button in the home tab. Click on the downward arrow. Make sure that this checkbox for use my personal meeting ID is unchecked so that when a new meeting is being started, the meeting ID is automatically generated. Click on new meeting. The meeting room will open. Click on manage participants. Click on invite and you can see at the top of the pop-up window that a new meeting ID has been assigned to this meeting, and at the bottom of the pop-up window a meeting password is required to enter the meeting. Close the window. Click on the three dots in the participants pop-up window. Now you can check or uncheck the required settings as per your own requirement, like mute participants on entry, then allow participants to unmute themselves, then uncheck allow participants to rename themselves, enable the waiting room and lock the meeting once everyone has joined the meeting. Close the pop-up window. Now click on the security button in the meeting controls. Again, select the settings as per your own requirements, like lock the meeting once everyone has joined, enable the waiting room to admit the participants one by one, and then uncheck say share screen if not required, uncheck chat, uncheck rename themselves. Now go to the chat button. So click on the three dots at the bottom right. Now you can allow the participants either to chat with host only or everyone publicly and privately, or you may not allow participants to chat with anyone. Close the pop-up window. Click on the upward arrow with share screen. So either allow one participant that who can share the screen at a time, or allow multiple participants who can share simultaneously. And then there are advanced sharing options only, where you can control how many participants can share at the same time or who can share, say host only. If participants can also share, then you can select that who can start sharing when someone else is sharing, either the host or either the participants. So if not required, disable the share for participants and only allow one participant to share at a time. Close the window. Similarly, you may not allow the participants to record the meeting at their own end if not required. And when you click on the end meeting button at the bottom right corner, instead of just leaving the meeting, end meeting for all. So the meeting has ended. Now we will see some security settings while scheduling a meeting. Click on the schedule button in the home tab. So you can choose to generate the meeting ID automatically, so that every time a meeting is being scheduled, it will have a new meeting ID. Then set a password, then say select video off for participants, and then in the advanced option, enable the waiting room, disable join before host, enable mute participants on entry, and you yourself can automatically record the meeting on your local computer. Click on schedule. Close the pop-up box, go to the meetings tab. The meeting has been scheduled, and you can later on also edit the meeting settings if required. You can also do some extra settings by going to settings and check and uncheck the settings as per your own requirements. Like if I click on share screen, again you can check and uncheck according to your own requirement. Close the settings window, go to the home tab. So this is all about using Zoom for conducting online meetings, and how can we enable the security features so as to conduct the online meetings in a secure way. These are the few references for this session on Zoom. So you can read more about Zoom on zoom.us. You can read more about Zoom at zoom.us. You can access the advisory issued by the Cyber Coordination Center, Government of India at the given URL.